This is another example that Mitch Hale from the UK passed me along. I think it's a good one. This is a case in which the event name, we are looking at some AWS CloudTrail logs. And why is it unknown? Well, the reason is, and the videos here have been sanitized by Mitch, the event name here as custom is event forecast, but there's no event name per se. And again, the reason is that in AWS for CloudTrail logs, there are many event sources, but there are also events names. Looks like they invent 10 every day. So there are way too many. So you don't want to overload your system having properties for stuff that you will never use. But let's say that you need to you want to identify that get cost forecast particular event. How do you actually do that? Well, before I proceed, let me tell you how in case that you want to debug these two things. In the video description of all my videos, there is a link to a box folder. One of the folders in there is Mitch. It's called Mitch and has all these logs in case that you want to replay them. And also the PDF with the links to all my videos is there. And in it, to download that file, if you search in it for parsing, and click OK, you find these sections where all these videos guide you. But the one I'm referring particularly here is this one, how you replay logs that comes from the cloud, because this normally comes to you as via API. So in order for you to test this out and to debug it, you watch that video, you'll know what how I did this. Now, let's actually right click on the video and go to the DSM editor and see what is it that is telling us. It's saying parse but not map. If we scroll to the right, we see that we have an event category, we have an event ID, but the event name that goes into the QID record is not there. So we need to create one because we are interested in getting a mapping for this event. All we need to do is click here on the mapping, click on the plus sign, and the system automatically know what the problem is. So we want to choose a QID because we're going to create one for it. And we're going to do here create new QID. The event name is going to be get cost forecast. And one thing that I pick up from Mitch is that in order to make good description and make it easy, but simply go into the web and search for get cost forecast AWS. Here we go there, and then we're going to grab that description from there so that our parser is well built and we don't have to make that up, right? In terms of the categories, the one we're going to be assigning here, going to be audit from here, and we put read activity attempted again. And when we click save, click OK, and click create, then that event is actually parsed and we get the event name that we want. We save our work. Let me actually go to the log activity tab, put the filter as before. So I know that in the payload there is that principal ID, and that's how I want to grab that event. We are in real time. I'm going SSH into the console, and I'm going to replay that event as I did before. And this time, as you see, it doesn't come unknown, comes nicely parsed and mapped. If I want to write a Pulse dashboard that keeps track of that get cost forecast, or whatever is it that I want to do with it, now I can, because the event is not only parsed but also mapped, and it's good to go. And you will do this with the properties in AWS CloudTrail that you will need. Again, no need to do them all. because it would be humongous. And what's the point of creating custom properties of things that you will not use? Thank you, Mitch Hale, again for bringing this to us.